how to, relax and how to use poppers, use a cock ring. All these things I learned from older men when I was in the bottom stages of my life. And then I topped my first like full-time, long-time partner and boyfriend. I topped him once and I was hooked because I don't like bottoming. Doesn't feel good to me. I don't have the bottom receptors, whatever you call them. A finger is fine. I don't mind that. I could feel that. I feel the. I don't feel like my prostate getting touched or turned on. So when I do bottom, which is very rarely, it usually has to be because I have a connection to you that is more than physical.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I want to please you, it has to come from somewhere else than my.
Hey, I hope you ready when I get there. It is going down.
Promiscuity, like even growing up for me, like even as an adult, was like something that was still like frowned upon. Like, I went to church and like they publicly shamed women for getting pregnant out of wedlock. Like they were still doing that. Like when I was in my 20s, and I'm like, she have sex like the rest of y'all. She just have a baby. Like instead of like welcoming this blessing into the world, like you want her to get up here and stand and apologize to the church. She ain't do shit, y'all. She was just like the rest of y'all like here doing. Y'all just ain't got caught, right? And so promiscuity like really had a negative connotation with me. Like like I said, I didn't have sex until I was 23, and even after that, I didn't have a lot of sexual partners because like I just didn't know a lot about sex, and I was scared to do it, and so I literally only had sex like, especially early on, with like men I was in relationships with. So like my first boyfriend, my second boyfriend who was like out, was the first out man that I had ever dated. That was tumultuous because like I didn't know a lot about relationships. I didn't know a lot about sex. And so like we had a great time, but like outside of him, like those two men, like those are the only sexual experiences, encounters that I had with men. And so like being able to like reclaim like my sexuality as an adult was like really hard for me because I was still tied to like so many old ideas, and especially with like HIV and AIDS pandemic, like how like it impacted like a lot of Black queer lives, but like also like the stigmas of like growing up in a state like Mississippi and like how they treated people with HIV. I will never forget.
Oh well, one reason is because of us. It ain't all because they don't want to listen. We have not reached back.
Okay.
And I'm only just one person. I do my best, but the community as a whole has not reached back. We've left them in the wind to figure stuff out on their own. Part of it is, of course, their fault to a certain way. They have not asked us, but it's largely our fault because we have not reached back to help and to educate, and without judging. Because a lot of the older gay folks act like they ain't never done nothing.
And I
let baby. If you want me to be your gay daddy, mama, uncle, baby, I give it to you raw. I done did everything plus the kitchen sink, baby. Back rooms, sex parties, alleys, baby. I done it, and I tell you how to do it. If you want to go there, I can tell you how to do it, and how to not do it, and how to do it right if you gonna do it.
Those 22, 23-year-olds, 24-year-olds, they will fuck the life from you. If that's what you like. And they real freaky too. These young ones. But I draw the line at about 22, 23. And I don't really want to talk to you either. We don't have nothing to talk about.